Hi Scorpio, welcome to Max's Tarot. This is your love reading for the second half of teen. So it's from the 15th to the 30th of the month. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, not a personal reading, okay? So hopefully hundreds of people, hopefully, are going to watch it, and not all of you are going through the same situation. So take what you feel is for you, and what is not is probably meant for someone else watching the video. If you would like to know what's going on with your particular person and in your particular situation, then nothing is more accurate than a personal reading. So if you'd like one from me, go to maxestarot.com. All right, let's see what's going on for Scorpio, second half of teen. If you haven't done so yet, please hit like, subscribe to this channel, and leave me a comment and share this video. Those things really help me out, you guys. Thank you in advance. All right, here we go. Scorpio, second half of November. What's going on? Let's see. All right, we have the Hangman, the Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, King of Swords, Four of Wands, Six of Wands. And we have the Nine of Swords. Sort of like the overall energy. Okay, so Scorpio, either you or somebody else, right, the person that you'll be dealing with, is really having a rough time here figuring out what is going on between the two of you. Okay, again, this is you or the other person. Okay. So there was definitely a love offer made. Either you made it or they made it. Some of you, it was a love offer to a married man, or a married man offered this to you. Okay, I just got to say it. And it's had you pretty much in your head. Okay. Someone here also maybe was just not willing to commit. Right, and now you just, you're feeling frustrated and depressed that this person didn't take your cup. Okay, that this person couldn't reciprocate the way you wanted them to. So you'll be dealing with this energy right now, or this is something that it's coming up for you in the second half of her. Past energy, present, Hangman. Okay, you have been dealing with a Pisces, an Aquarius, possibly a Gemini or Libra. Could also be a fire sign or a water sign. I mean, everyone. Okay, you're dealing with everyone. No, I'm just kidding. You're dealing with one person, okay, but it could be multiple. Just saying. But I just feel like this has gone on, or this is really also for a single person who is really very much in their head about making some sort of offer to somebody who they've been interested in probably for a while. All right, so if you're a single person watching this video, stick around, because this may actually not just be for couples or people who are in relationships or already have someone in mind. Okay, because it seems like readings tend to be really aimed for someone who already has someone in mind. Okay. But here, gaining a new perspective, maybe this was a moment of enlightenment that came to you to make you realize that a connection here wasn't going to happen. Okay. So, because the Hangman is a card of enlightenment, seeing things from a new perspective, gaining that clarity. So I feel that either you've already come to realize what's really going on here. You've gotten that aha moment, and now you're just in the process of needing to realize and accept that this is over, or it's not going to happen. Or you really did just end things with a Pisces. I don't know. It just seems that you know what you're supposed to do, but you're crying over it. It's like, I know what I'm supposed to do. I know that this person is not good for me. I know that they don't reciprocate. I know it, but I just don't want to let it go. So either you're feeling like this or somebody else is. With the Queen of Swords, lacking clarity. So it's like you go between having that moment of enlightenment to switching to a moment of not having clarity. Okay, it's like you're a little bipolar when it comes to this situation right now, where okay, I know what to do, and then oh, I'm so confused again, and then you're having these ups and downs, and of course that's going to lead to depression and sleepless nights, etc. Now, it could be that somebody actually came to you and told you about this. If there was a love triangle, someone, with the Queen of Swords, for me, sometimes this is the other woman, the partner in the relationship. And here she's really angry, and then she shares with you a couple of things that enlighten you. And then you realize, okay, no, man, I'm not supposed to be with this person. Or maybe she even threatens you. You know what I mean? And so that forces you to really look at things from a new perspective. Now, for others of you, it's just realizing the situation is not for your highest good and really cutting it off. Really just saying, all right, well, enough is enough. I can't continue going down this route. I got to cut communication. I got to get rid of this person. But there are difficulties here because you could try to be logical and make decisions, but if you still have emotions or love for a person, then it's difficult. It is a process of overcoming heartbreak, pretty much. So in mid, seeing things for what they are, with the Seven of Cups in the reverse and the King of Swords. Okay, the King of Swords is someone who's very logical and very intellectual, and they got it figured out. Okay, they have the answers, this King of Swords. And so if you've been going down this path of sorrow and pain and recovery for a few months or a few weeks, you gain some relief in the second half of it, where you will be like, okay, so yeah, I was caught up in illusion or dream or fantasy, but now I really realize what it is. Now I really realize that, it's for my highest good, and then make the most logical decision from there. Okay. So sometimes getting to this point, okay, Hangman and Seven of Cups, getting to this point of really seeing things for what they are, really seeing the reality of the situation. It takes time because there's different stages of grief, right? There is the denial, right? And then there's the anger, and then there's the acceptance. I don't know, probably I missed a fourth one. You know what I mean? But there are at least those three stages that a person goes through after a breakup, separation, the death of a family member, whatever it is, where it takes time to get to the point of acceptance. It's a process. You can't just go from learning something, oh, they just broke up with me, well, I accept. No, it doesn't work like that. So if you've been in this path of, this grieving process, I feel like for some of you, Midor will actually bring relief, where you will accept the situation, where you will see things for what they are, and, gain that closure or gain that clarity to know what to do. Okay. There's a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords here as well. Again, maybe some third party energy, someone not talking to someone else, someone making a decision about someone else. All right, someone doing what they think is best for them. With the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Sorry, Six of Wands as well. Goodness gracious, what am I seeing? For those of you, Scorpio, whose situation is different than the one I just spent, I don't know, minutes talking about, this could be a situation where you are undecided about offering love to somebody, okay? you've been in your head about it. You're not really sure what you're feeling. You're not really sure what it is that you want. You know, it could be that the second half of it brings that clarity of really offering that cup that you were hesitating to give someone. All right, you finally come to your senses here with the King of Swords, and you see clearly what you're needing to do. That you got to let go of that worry, that you just got to be vulnerable, and that you just got to be courageous and make the offer. And, you know, start dating the person exclusively or give them some sort of commitment, you know, because before you probably just weren't sure. Now, again, this is a general reading, so this could be the other person feeling like this about you. Okay? That they are going to finally give you some sort of offer after a time of really thinking about it. Here with the Four of Wands, somebody gets what they've been wanting, or somebody finally articulates what it is that they want in order to move forward in a victorious way. For me, the Six of Wands, I gotta be honest, is more of a card of a single person. Somebody who is getting attention, someone who is very successful. You know, they could be, you know, have some good looks. Okay. So I want to think that this card is a standalone card, to be honest with you. Unless you have clarity of offering some sort of commitment, but then you run away from it because you realize it's not good for you, you know, then I understand having the card here. But for some of you, it is really about moving forward in the positive direction with someone that before you were hesitating in giving this cup. I think I just said the same thing that I said minutes ago. All right, let's pull more cards. If you haven't done so yet, please hit like. Thank you. Let's see what else is going on for Scorpio, second half of teen. Some of you actually get communication from somebody who had previously, you know, gone silent. You know, they finally make up their mind about you, and so they reach out and they make some sort of proposition here. Okay, that's for some of you. You'll be dealing with an Aries. For some of you, this is just playing the waiting game. You know, you're waiting for someone to finally take the risk, go on a new journey, make a decision. And for some of you, that wait is over at the end of, you know, somebody does come clean and let you know, hey, you know what? I'm not in the clouds anymore. So I'm just fearful of what this could be. Or, you know, I'm not in the clouds anymore. I know what I want, and it's not you. You know, I don't want to go on this journey. You know, because the Fool card can be opting out of following a certain path, but it's also, there's some hesitation and fear. Okay. And sometimes this hesitation and fear comes from confusion, right? And not being clear, or somebody's not being clear to you about what they want. So I feel that with the King of Swords here, you know, it is about something that you've been waiting on, having them make up their mind about you, and taking a chance. And for some of you, I think you actually go for it, or the other person will go for it, or there'll still be hesitancy, and there still have to be more time for this person to really make up their mind. Nine of Cups in the reverse. So one of the two partners in a relationship here isn't necessarily satisfied about the connection. All right, they're actually in a committed relationship, but they'll be wanting to see their way out, or they'll be, you know, finding satisfaction in some way from getting attention from somebody else, or offering attention to somebody else. That's a lot of messages. Okay, so again, take what you feel is for you. Don't force it, and that's great. And if nothing resonates, Don't knock the channel. Come back another time. Give me another chance. Okay. Let's see what else. Thank you so much, dear universe, for this reading. For Scorpio, what else can they expect mid? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Ooh, and the Eight of Cups. Three of Pentacles. And some of you work with this person, and for some of you is your boss, okay? And that's why I understand the Fool being in the reverse, you know, that hesitation. I work with this person, and should I really go for it? You know, they maybe offer you some sort of in, or they winked at you, and you know, they kind of willing to, you know, have something with you, but it's still quite a iffy, precarious situation, right? Especially if it's at work, because you know how people like to gossip, and also sometimes these relationships are not welcomed at the workplace, right? So you don't want to get fired, or you don't want to get someone else fired, and especially if it's your boss, right? With this sexual harassment stuff, you know, there is hesitation here, right? That, you know, you don't want to get somebody fired for no reason. Now it could be that your boss is trying to come on to you. That's also something that, you know, could be happening, but you're like, nope, no, thank you. So 9 of Wands here, 9 of Cups. Nines are about finality, right? Something coming to an end. Yeah, for some of you, you know, I really do feel like you be in a happy relationship. You feel like probably gives you the enough satisfaction, but it's not sustainable, right? And maybe you are just wanting to go on your own here. Now, for some of you, you do have this relationship, but you're unhappy in the relationship, or you're not satisfied. And so when nobody's watching, you know, you're going online, you're going on Tinder, you're going on dating sites just to see what's out there. You know what I mean? You just want to post some things on your social media to see if your ex-girlfriend or somebody from the past starts, you know, giving you attention. I don't know, something, right? But here's somebody needing attention. Okay. Now, this could be you, Scorpio. It could be the other person, you know. Person that you're dealing with is not necessarily all that satisfied or happy. They're barely hanging on, and instead of just breaking up, they're just looking for something on the side here, trying to go on their own, breaking free, yet remaining in the connection. Okay, many different messages for many different Scorpios. I hope something made sense, and I hope you take something useful. Okay, if you would like a personal reading, again, go to maxestarot.com. Thanks so much for watching, Scorpio. Bye.